Door slinging heat, never looking back. Chrome wheel spinning, that pit crew quick. Full tank, fresh tires, gotta make it stick. I'm drafting hard like I'm running these streets. Lap after lap, man, I don't taste defeat. It's hustle and grind, same rules apply. Only checkered flags when you're reaching for the sky. RRL, we relentless, no fear in our soul. Fast life, high stakes, gotta stay in control. From green flag to the line, we gon' fight, we gon' shine. On the track, under lights, this victory's mine. Caution comes out, but I'm ready to roll. Restarts hit heavy like bass in your soul. No mercy in the draft, better guard your lane. Cause I'm bumping to the front, yeah, I play this game. From Dover, Daytona, from Charlotte to Dega. Speed so savage like a full-blown banger. Relentless by name, relentless by grind. Every lap, every mile, leave the weak ones behind. RRL, we relentless, no fear in our soul. Fast life, high stakes, gotta stay in control. From green flag to the line, we gon' fight, we gon' shine. On the track, under lights, this victory's mine. Gas pedal down, I'm addicted to speed. This is family, loyalty, all that we bleed. Ain't no pit stopping life, we just go for the gold. Legends built in the league, watch the story unfold. RRL, we relentless, we grind, we ride. Chasing glory on the oval, side by side. Raise it up, wave the flag, let them know the design. In the Relentless League, every trophy is mine. Comes out, but I'm ready to roll. Restarts hit heavy like bass in your soul. No mercy in the draft, better guard your lane. Cause I'm bumping to the front, yeah, I play this game. From hood to the line, we gon' fight, we gon' shine. On the track, under lights, this victory's mine. From hood to the line, we gon' fight, we gon' shine. On the track, under lights, this victory's mine. Gas pedal down, I'm addicted to speed. This is family, loyalty, all that we bleed. Ain't no pit stopping life, we just go for the gold. Legends built in the league, watch the story unfold. RRL, we relentless, we relentless, we relentless. RRL, we relentless, we grind, we ride. Chasing glory on the oval, side by side. Raise it up, wave the flag, let them know the design. In the Relentless League, every trophy is mine.
Yeah, Relentless Racing, feel the engines roar. League of Champions, RRL forevermore. Woo style precision, we breaking through the friction. Step in the pit, it's a whole new tradition.
Steel horses lined up, engines breathe fire. Octane veins pumping, never get tired. Rubber burns blacktop, grip tight like iron. Every lap's warfare, victory's the prize we eyeing. Draft lines, bumpers kiss, tension gets thicker. Crew on the wall, moving sharp, no slip-ups. Strategy surgical, pit stop surgical. One mistake, man, the course irreversible.
Relentless, pushing through the smoke. Speed God speak when the green flag smoke. Relentless, yeah, driving with no fear. League of Legends born, the dynasty's here.
Xfinity nights, cup lights, trucks on the grind. Arc of heat rising, every car's on time. Round of 8, playoff fate. Engines debate, who's got the skill, who can carry that weight. Momentum like a storm cloud, pressure gon' strike. Every driver got a story, every lap is life. Respect in the draft line, rivals in the turns. Lessons in the tire smoke, every rookie learns.
Relentless, yeah, hearts pounding in the zone. Battle-tested warriors defending the throne. Relentless, never backing down, it's the league where kings wear the asphalt crown.
No shortcuts, only horsepower devotion. tracks the ocean, we the waves in motion. RRL carved deep in the pavement soul. Victory's the target, relentless the goal. Engines echo loud like a Wu-Tang beat. Relentless Racing League, where the real ones meet. From the green to the checker, this respect, no shame. You ain't in it for the glory, why you playing the game? Relentless!
RL in the building. Engines roar like thunder, baby. You can't stop what's relentless. Let's ride. Strapped in tight, I'm the king of the track. Rubbing doors, slinging heat, never looking back. Chrome wheel spinning that pit crew quick. Full tank, fresh tires, gotta make.
Yeah. Relentless racing, feel the engines roar. League of Champions, RRL forevermore. Woo style precision, we breaking through the friction. Step in the pit, it's a whole new tradition.
Steel horses lined up, engines breathe fire. Octane veins pumping, never get tired. Rubber burns blacktop, grip tight like iron. Every lap's warfare, victory's the prize we eyeing. Draft lines, bumpers kiss, tension gets thicker. Crew on the wall, moving sharp, no slip-ups. Strategy surgical, pit stop surgical. One mistake, man, the course irreversible.
Relentless, pushing through the smoke. Speed God speak when the green flag spoke. Relentless,
Yeah.
driving with no fear. League of Legends born, the dynasty's here.
Xfinity nights, cup lights, trucks on the grind. Arcade heat rising, every car's on time. Round of 8, playoff fate. Engines debate, who's got the skill, who can carry that weight. Momentum like a storm cloud, pressure gon' strike. Every driver got a story, every lap is life. Respect in the draft line, rivals in the turns. Lessons in the tire smoke, every rookie learns.
Relentless, hearts pounding in the zone. Battle-tested warriors defending the throne. Relentless, never backing down. It's the league where kings wear the asphalt crown.
No shortcuts, only horsepower devotion. Tracks the ocean, we the waves in motion. RRL carved deep in the pavement soul. Victory's the target, relentless the goal. Engines echo loud like a Wu-Tang beat. Relentless Racing League, where the real ones meet. From the green to the checker, this respect, no shame. You ain't in it for the glory, why you playing the game?
Relentless. Chance at fame.
welcome everybody. I am joined as always with Tony. I think this is episode number 16. We are back from quite a bit of a long break, just a lot of stuff going on, a lot of holidays in there, and here we are. Um, how's it going, Tony?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good. Did you have a good holiday?
Yeah, pretty good. How was yours? Spend some time with the fam?
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot to do. We had a busy holiday for sure. We've been busy for like 2 months now, I feel like. Get down here on time for this. All right. We're gonna have a glorious Cup Series North Wilkesboro behind us on the screen here. It's quite the nail biter. Super exciting with all the cautions that we had, but let's not dwell
Yeah,
on that.
yeah, it was great.
I'm sorry, sounds on me too.
So let's see. It's been
All good.
a month since
Yeah, I
we've had a podcast.
think our last one was November 19th or something like that. No, November 14th.
14th, yeah. And
Been a minute.
I don't even remember what races that we've missed here. Sonoma, I believe, was
Yeah,
the last one. Well,
yeah,
we didn't have one since Sonoma.
yeah. For Cup, we missed Sonoma, Kentucky, Gateway, and North Wilkes.
Yeah, and then Xfinity is probably the same. Sonoma,
Yeah,
Kentucky, yep. And then trucks and ARCA will probably be a little different.
yeah.
Trucks have a
Well,
weird one because they got an off week really quick because we moved since trucks is on Tuesdays. iRacing always does their big build and their patches and their everything on Tuesdays. So we've kind of started doing an off week during like a season changeover, like a big patch, not just like fixes here and there, but new builds and stuff, which some people hate, some people love. Pick your poison. Um,
yeah.
I don't
We
think
we
it's a
do.
terrible idea because haven't we had it in the past that it kind of completely screwed the a lot of stuff up for the truck race?
Yeah, a lot of issues with people just getting the download done. They're running on that old dial-up internet. It
Sorry,
seems
Mike.
like so those big builds take forever for it to download, and then
That's
they end up
true.
missing this.
That is true.
And then there's always the little quirks that come out with the new build, and they do their hot fixes the following day,
Yeah.
whatnot.
But they've only
How about
missed two, no, three: Sonoma, Kentucky, and Gateway.
yeah, before we get too crazy, I gotta show you the shirt.
Nice, nice. I got
Yeah,
my Clark Griswold hockey jersey on. Sorry, hockey sweater for the hockey people out there. Um, I tried to get my Santa hat over the headphones, but that wasn't working. Um, just too big and bulky. So I guess let's just kind of jump right into it, I guess. What do we want to talk about first? We have a lot to talk about. Anything changed big in the league? I don't think so.
no, not really. It's been pretty status quo. Um, yeah, I don't really think we've had any significant changes worth mentioning.
No, I don't either. I'm drinking a Bodie tonight, by the way. I've featured these on the podcast before, but since I did not have time to go to the good beer store, Chevron beer it is. Still a good damn beer. Uh, so no big changes in RL. So I guess we can just jump right into the series. There was one thing I wanted to. I'm gonna pull up the standings from each series, and I wanted to kind of cover something because it has been a while since we've. So our last one was post Nashville Super Speedway, and at the end of that race, the standings, we had in this order Ed, Paul, Johnny Brugg, Danny Rogers, William Moore in the top 5. And we jumped
so
to
too.
current, and now we've got Scott Stewart, who wasn't even in the top 5, leading the points by 25 points, 28 points.
Yep.
Jeff Medlin jumped up to the top 5. Ed dropped down to 3rd. William Moore and Davey Hendricks. So quite a bit of change in standings.
Yeah, absolutely. Big shakeup in those
Unless you
last 4 races, but kind of
Yeah, I mean William Moore was the leader after Nashville, and he dropped down. He's gone down to 4th.
right.
Hey Zach,
So,
my bad early there,
yeah.
buddy. Me and Sean almost
And
I
killed
think-
each other. Sorry.
Let me. You know how I am. I
You
can't
good?
remember shit. So we had Kentucky. Kentucky was fun. I remember. I think I remember having fun at Kentucky.
Yeah, I thought Kentucky was. I mean, I think we only had like 9 cautions. 2 of those were forward the stages, so it was a pretty solid
Yeah.
race.
Oh, I skipped Sonoma. Sorry. Sonoma's just Sonoma. Big Zach pulled out the W. At
It was
Sonoma.
it was a battle between 3 of them. I feel like the whole
Yeah.
race.
And Zach
The one
Buchanan
with
came
the
away with
DFS.
the win. Well deserved. He practiced his butt off for that race. I
Yeah,
think he started turning laps at Sonoma when the schedule got released like 2 months ago.
that sounds about right.
What's going on, Yopa J and Double J? You have radio chat still on the race. Oh,
Hell yeah.
alright. Fixed. Now I've lost. What did I lose? I didn't lose anything. You're not gonna miss much on the voice chat. Everybody kept it pretty civil, surprisingly, in this race. Let's go to crashes. Give the
There's a
people what
lot
they
of
need
them.
to see. Yeah, there's plenty of those. Anyway, let's see. So definitely some shakeups. I would like to point out that after North Wilkesboro, North South Racing has taken the lead in team points. So just throwing that out there. And Scott, North South driver, sitting top of the board in points. So I got to give a shout out to my team.
Carrying you guys.
Yeah, he is. It's fine.
That's right. Jeff's carrying me too. So
Yeah. Anything that we need to talk about in Cup or?
I
No-
mean,
no big changes. I mean, we've had a couple rough races. North Wilkesboro was pretty rough.
yeah. I mean, Gateway wasn't really all that rough, honestly. Like, had 8 cautions there for a flat,
Is
weird
that
track, right?
8 for calls?
Yeah, well, I don't recall. It was
Oh.
8 total, but I'm pretty sure we had at least one stage that was natural, and we might have had one that was caution,
Oh.
but I don't remember. So not a bad race. What 100? I think we ran 170 laps there.
Yeah, I think one of the stages was for a yellow on track. I do
Yeah.
remember that.
So I mean, overall, I would say Gateway was decent.
Yeah, Gateway I thought was okay. Then where was Kentucky? Wasn't Kentucky fine?
I mean, we had 9 cautions.
Oh, that's a lot.
I don't know. I feel like
It was also
all of them
200
have-
laps, so
yeah. I feel like pretty much all of them were the same for me. Wrecked it out at some point.
oh, you caused all of them?
Probably. I mean, depends on the day, I guess.
Hope not.
Sonoma, I didn't get wrecked out. But I ended up a lap down or whatever. I don't even remember. Kentucky, I was wrecked out. So yeah, 10 laps down there. I know I got wrecked out at.
I don't remember how I did it, Sonoma.
Gateway, I was on the lead lap. Holy crap. Craziness. And then North Wilkesboro, I was wrecked out pretty. I think the last 40 laps or so. So yeah, it
I
was
got P7 at Sonoma. I'll take that.
it was a pretty standard race for me, so it's all kind of bunched up into one for me.
Yeah. Then we can go to Xfinity. Well, let's see. Hold on. Then we already talked about Gateway. We don't really need to talk about North Wilkesboro. I don't think
I mean, maybe just
it
cover
was
the
a piece
winner.
of crap race. Yeah, we could cover the winner, I guess.
Yeah,
Of course,
Zach got
you want to
Sonoma.
cover the winner.
I mean, all of them.
Yeah.
We said Zach got Sonoma. Brandon Park won
Oh.
Kentucky.
That's right. Brandon Park did get the win at Kentucky.
Yeah, led the most laps.
Yeah.
Whatnot. Jeff was telling me the bubble. You just couldn't break the bubble. Jeff was doing everything he could to get caught up to him, but
yeah, that's when I was racing a little bit in that race against Paul. And yeah, you could get to the back bumper. There was one time I was trying to get around him for a stage win, and you could get to the back bumper, but once you were there, you just lost everything and like fell back, and then had to redo it all again, and you just could not get around. I don't know if it is that bad in real life or if it is the same in real life. The real life drivers manage it a lot better. Obviously, they're better than us, but but it is crazy how bad it is at certain tracks. Um, I always say I want it to be just like real life. I don't care how hard it is or how sucky it is. I want it to be as close to real life as possible. So if it's right, it's right. But it makes for some crappy races sometimes. Not being able to pass. Like once the tires hit that plate, because this new tire model, it's like they wear, and then doesn't matter how quick you get to that plateau point or how slow you take it to that plateau point. Like, right, if you just come up and just like balls through the wall, you hit a point. Then if you save, you can make a couple passes, but then your tires hit that same point, and then you're just stuck where you're at.
Right.
And it can be pretty frustrating.
It kind of fits though to what the NASCAR guys say too. You know, they say it's so hard to pass, but I don't know. I feel like unless they're that much better than us, which they probably are.
They are that much better than us. They get paid to do it for real, for real.
Yeah, you know they're playing with inches and we're playing with feet. So
yeah, you get inches, you get some net code going around here.
Yeah, but yeah, Kentucky was very noticeable. I would say, at least from what I heard. Gateway. Old Greg Rogers got the win there. Man, frickin' Jeff Medlin, P2.
Yeah.
Except for Sonoma, and then he got the win.
And he got the dub at Wilkesboro, and
yeah,
on the podium, who's a name we don't talk about much, but coming in P2, Josh Bangor. Hell of a race from Josh. Love to see him up there.
For sure. Yeah, it was kind of a wild one. A lot of good cars got wrecked. A lot of drama.
I had a great car, and then I pitted and ended up like mid of the pack, and that was just my race just went downhill from there.
Dude,
I was running 1-2 all night, and then pitted mid pack, done.
I was mid pack most of the night, and I was able to drive up to the top 10 a few times, but man, my luck ran out.
Even if I could have stayed up front, though, Jeff would have still. He was faster than me. I know at the end of the second stage, so he won the first stage. I came in P2, and I won the second stage. He came in P2. But I think at the end of that second stage, if he really wanted to press the issue, he probably could have got around me. I think he kind of laid off and held back just because it was the end of the stage coming, and there was no reason to like risk it for the biscuit, or maybe he was just being a chill dude and giving me a stage point.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree that he probably could
I
have pushed
wouldn't
a little
have
harder
pushed.
if he wanted to,
Yeah,
but
I wouldn't have
for 1
pushed
point,
him in the same situation. I was like, I'm fine with P2, right? Like, I'm not gonna wreck both of us for 1 point.
right? But yeah, that was pretty much Cup. Well, and that kind of explains like our points shakeup too, right? You know, Jeff Medlin, P2, P2, P1, last 3
Yeah.
races, right? So that shot him way up in the standings. You know, Brugg had some rough races there that dropped him. I think Ed had a bad race at Gateway. So it definitely a lot of shakeup there, and I think that's kind of where we saw
Yeah.
it. But I expect with
I
our upcoming schedule, it'll probably get back to normal.
yeah,
Got a couple.
I started off bad in the hole in points, so I've tried to get myself back up there a little bit. I told myself I was gonna stage race this season, and that's what I've been doing, and that's helping. Them stage points are big, man.
I would not know.
Well,
um,
uh, let's see. So let's move on to Xfinity here. Xfinity
Xfinity.
schedule, same group of tracks.
Yep. Um,
I don't remember
Ek-
much from Sonoma.
Atkinson got the win. That was the one where Tricky Dick ended up starting with an EOL and drove all the way up to second.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Put on a hell of a show, to be honest with you, even though he didn't get the win. But I hate to take away credit from uh I know you just said his name. I'm brain farting like crazy.
Atkinson.
Atkinson, yeah, Justin
Yeah.
Atkinson. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, he started first, he finished first. He was kind of, up there all day, but I felt like the real race there, at least the excitement aspect of it, was Tricky Dick starting at the back and driving his way up there. Um, it was it was
Yeah,
it
for
was
sure.
impressive. And
Oh.
then Miller got third there. Then they
Yeah,
went to Kentucky. That was a that was a wild one at the end there.
was it?
Yeah, you were in the booth with me. That's where Tricky Dick got the win on that last lap.
Oh, yeah, it was that race.
Yeah.
That was a crazy finish.
hmm
Oh, I wish I had a clip of that.
I think that was the same race where the uh, DBR guys
Oh, yeah,
wrecking each other.
Tricky Dick wanted to remind us he had an EOL and a drive-through.
Yeah, I mean, the
Which,
drive-through set him back a little further in the
yeah, but
first
if you
stage.
got to do a drive-through, at least it's at a road course, right? You're not going to go a lap down. You got a stage
Right.
coming, at some point. As long as you're fast enough to stay on the lead lap, you should be okay.
Right. Kentucky, we had the DBR guys wreck each other for the lead, so that was
Oh,
very
that's
fun.
right.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
Banks and Schaefer. Oh, that was a big pile up there.
I should
I
have
remember
pulled
that.
up that race. Did I even save that race? I bet I
Uh,
did. Let me see.
but yeah, it was Tricky Dick, Michael Ball, Nathan Penley, all just battling at the line, and
Oh,
Tricky Dick got him by 2/100ths of a second.
I didn't save that race. Oh well.
Yeah. Then we went over to Gateway. Kevin Stein started on the pole. If I remember correctly, this is the race where he was in some wrecks and still came back and won it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So that was pretty impressive. And then Michael Ball finished second, started 22nd, finished second, and then old Sam Leota. I remember that because I broadcasted it and I got to do Sam's interview, and that guy is always hyped when he finishes on the podium.
Yeah, he is.
But they,
Yopa
hey, that
J,
was
we
a
had a
rough.
lot of big wrecks here in North Wilkesboro. There was a lot of log jams, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But yeah, Gateway theirs was a lot rougher than ours, but they had a lot better Kentucky than us. They had 14 cautions at Gateway, and they only have one stage.
Mm.
But yeah, Stein, Ball, Leota was the top three there, and then North Wilkesboro, Schaefer put on a clinic like normal, led 134 of 163 laps. Banks finished
Man,
second, and then
that
Josh
guy on
Van.
a short track, I mean,
The only way you're gonna beat him is if he's wrecked. That's what it seems like.
yeah, yeah, it is. It's true. I mean, don't
Uh,
get me wrong. I think he can be beat. It's just he doesn't mess up like ever on a short
he's
track, and he knows how to get through the field very methodically at a short track. He
well,
doesn't.
and
You don't see him
he-
bully his way through cars or around cars very much. On occasion, maybe, but sometimes you have to.
yeah. Well, and he's fast as hell without burning up his tires, and that's what I
Yeah.
think.
Oh yeah.
That's why he's kind of the number one pick there at any
Yeah.
short track.
These Xfinity cars right now are a blast to drive, though. They are
Yeah,
very fun to drive.
I'd take him
Um,
over the next gen car right now. I like.
yeah, I mean, I like the next gen car, but I don't. It's got its issues. I'm not blind to the fact that you know the tightness needs to
Yeah.
something needs to go away with the dirty air and not being able to
Well,
pass.
we'll see what they do with these new updates that are coming to them in real life, and see how long it takes iRacing to update the car. But it should make for some interesting racing.
I mean, are they so they're well, we can talk about NASCAR after.
Yeah.
Um, let's see, what was after? Did we go through all
That
of them already?
Yep, that pretty much wrapped up Xfinity. Um, Trucks, they only had the three races, right?
Yeah.
Because they had the off week. So Sonoma, Joey Burchett, as normal.
Oh, he
But
smoked the field, didn't he? Didn't
yeah, he only won by like 46 and a half seconds or something like
he?
that. You know, five trucks on the lead lap, but
Yeah.
no big deal. But to me, the surprise really was Josh O'Connor.
O'Connor did
Not,
put that's Yopa J in the chat, right? Isn't that
yeah,
Yopa J?
I
O'Connor?
believe, but
I think it is.
yeah, he's not known. At least I don't. We've been watching since the league started, and I don't recall ever seeing him really stand out to me on a road course. Um, but yeah, started second, finished second, so that was pretty impressive out of him. And then Derek
North
Pemberton
South, by the way.
was third there.
Yay,
Um,
yay.
so yeah, I mean, like I said, it's nothing against Josh O'Connor. It's just I'm just stating what I recall, and I don't remember really seeing him
I
being a
I'm
front
I'm with
runner.
you. I don't get to watch every truck race. So
Yeah. So I mean, that was the
or no,
surprise.
that's ARCA. I do watch most truck races.
That was a surprise for me
Yeah,
for
got a heavy north south presence in the chat too. Let's get a W for that.
yeah. He says no, I suck at road, but finished second.
Got P2, bro.
Yeah.
I sucked at road. I got a P2 at road once. I was like, oh my goodness, this is just good as a win for me.
Then
Got
we
all
go
the fast
to
people wrecked out though. So
then we go to Kentucky. Bledsoe got the win. Burchett really dominated that race, but
there was a
if I
shake up
recall,
there at the end or something, right? I
yeah, there
think.
was some strategy involved. Burchett went in later for tires. The caution came out at the wrong time. It was something to do with that. And then just could only drive back up to second. And then Gatlin Downey stayed right where he was, started third, finished third. But yeah, that was really Burchett led 57 laps, Downing led 21, and then Bledsoe led 17 laps. So, like I said, Burchett was the dominant truck. Just the way the cautions came out, if I remember correctly, kind of put him back, and Bledsoe drove away from it, and Burchett had to burn up his tires getting back there.
Yeah.
But that's it for trucks, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's it for trucks. That was their last race. Oh no, they did Gateway. And that's where old Kyle Miller got the win. and Burchett finished second, once again leading the most laps, doing Burchett stuff. But Miller able to. I think there was something goofy with that one too. It was something weird happened, and the way it cycled out. Um, but yeah, there was a lot of back and forth, if I remember correctly, between drivers. Hoots was up there.
I think I
Jordan Miles
remember something
there.
about that.
Yeah, Joe Robert. There was. I think that was a. Well, they had 11 cautions, but I think those were all early, and then they had that long green
Yeah.
flag, and then the pit cycle was what kind of shook everything up there. But yeah, Miller got his first win of the season in trucks. Kyle Miller, and then Jordan Miles third, Joey Burchett second.
Oh
Want to say
yeah. Uh,
Jordan Miles was
Bledsoe
pretty.
did wreck on the last lap there. I remember that. I'm reading the chat. It
Yeah,
happens to the I wrecked on the last lap at freaking North Wilkesboro. I didn't wreck. I got wrecked.
right. But that was that for trucks. Standings. We can talk about that real quick. Let's go to standings. Burchett's at the top. Bledsoe's in second. Gatlin Downey in third. Having a really strong season.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 top 5s, 4 top 10s. Good run for Downey. Christian DeBoer, our last season ARCA champion, is tied for 4th with Josh O'Connor. Been kind of a wild run in trucks. We have not had a repeat winner yet.
I was talking to somebody about that the other day. So there's no repeat winners in trucks, and there haven't been any repeat winners in Cup. I think Xfinity and ARCA, Xfinity, Schaefer and Banks each have 2, and
That sounds right.
I think in ARCA like there's a 1 or 2 repeat winners in ARCA, but it's not like somebody's dominating. It's not
Right,
like one person has 5 wins or some shit.
right.
That
Definitely.
gets annoying.
Yeah, no, you're spot on. No repeat winners in Cup, no repeat winners in trucks. ARCA I haven't looked at, but we're going there next anyways. So, all right. So they ran Lime Rock. Was the most recent one, and that was a interesting race.
I didn't see that one.
So Kevin Jordan led the majority of that race.
That's not
Um,
surprising to me.
Him and Anthony Savigny, I can't.
Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah, yeah. They were battling back and forth the whole night, pretty much. But they burned up fuel and had to pit, where Mark Paget saved and started 7th and ended up winning that race.
You know what? I do remember that race now.
Yep.
I think.
Andrew Gueda finished second on the same strategy, and then
North
Kevin
South,
Jordan
by the way.
was,
Just putting that out there.
Kevin Jordan was third after pitting.
Kevin Jordan's always been strong on road courses. When he was in Cup in the Gen 6, he was always very fast on road courses. He was one of the faster people in the field.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not surprising at all, especially with the way these ARCA cars drive.
Right. Definitely a road course guy. Let one slip away from him there, so that was kind of it was a strategy call, and it worked out good for the people who were able to save tire knowing that they weren't going to have the speed. So made for an interesting race. Then they went to Phoenix.
That is a god awful track.
I like that track. It's fun.
I hate Phoenix. I don't know why. Well, I know why. Because I suck there. I cannot figure it out. I'm doing something wrong. Practicing wrong. Everything wrong.
Charles Robertson got the win there. Bryce Senesac second. Andrew Karpinski. He's been one of those names that keeps popping up. He's got a win or 2 on the season as well. A lot of the same names are running up front this whole season. Robertson, Senesac, Karpinski, Paget, Jordan. There was a couple other ones. Stevenson, Farrell, like a lot of these guys, Kill Commons, they've been all running up front pretty much every race. But Robertson got the win there. led 61 of 125 laps. Pretty dominant. Then they went over to Darlington, where Karpinski got the win there. Stevenson, and then Senesac, Kevin Jordan.
I think I ran some laps in that. I don't know if I ran laps in the race, but I definitely ran some in practice, and that was a fun car at Darlington.
Yeah, it was.
I think I actually ran the race.
I think you did. I think you
Yeah,
ran it, and then I think you like got wrecked midway through or something
probably.
like that.
Oh no, is that when I wrecked AJ? Is that when I wrecked Guetta?
I don't recall. I know a lot of people were. I can't remember if it was turn 2 or turn 4, but a lot of people were struggling with corner exit and getting into the wall, and that was most of
I
their
think it
losses
was
there.
Darlington where I wrecked my teammates. I was so upset. What had happened was I was trying to get around him, but I wasn't trying to like push him. And we were coming out of I think it was turn 4. We were coming out of turn 4. I was carrying more speed, so my plan was to exit the turn and then shoot underneath him, right? But what had happened was he tapped the wall a little bit and slowed up a little bit, and it misjudged my timing for the move, right? Like that, because if he hadn't hit the wall, I think I could have slid up behind him and shot underneath him, right? Like put a little draft on him and then shot underneath him to take him on the inside of the next turn. And turn 1 and
Slingshot.
2, you can send it down low and slide job them up to the wall, you know. Um, it unfortunately didn't work out.
So
Oh,
that race,
Tricky Dick is confirming. Yes, that's when I wrecked AJ.
we had 6 cars on the lead lap.
Oh,
A lot of big wrecks there, a lot of damaged cars. And then they went to Michigan, and that was an interesting one. Matt Webb got the win behind or in front of Kevin Jordan with Mark Paget, Charles Roberson, and
yeah.
Tyler Stevens.
I wanted to be here, either watch and or run it. But I had something going on. I don't remember what it was.
What had happened was Matt Webb and Kevin Jordan took 2 tires in the middle of a green flag pit stop, and everybody else took 4, and the gap that they gained on pit road was never able to overcome.
Were
I
the
did not
people that
realize.
took 4 faster? They just couldn't close the gap, or were they?
Yeah,
Or were they
yep.
fine on the?
They were faster for a while because it was Matt Webb and Kevin Jordan out front, and nobody behind them for like 4 or 5
Yeah,
seconds.
and
Then there
at
was
Michigan,
that
if they can
back.
just stick together, and of course they're teammates, right? So just get
Yep.
nose to tail and crank out some laps, you know?
And that's what they did. They did battle at the end for the win, but Kevin got in the wall. But yeah, Matt Webb got his first
Matt
league
Webb
race.
in the winner's circle. No offense to Matt Webb, that's just crazy to hear. It
Yeah, that
tastes
was
weird coming out of my mouth. I'm just kidding, Matt Webb. If you ever watch this, good win,
he
dude.
he
Now,
he told me during during the interviews that was his first RRL win. So kudos.
yeah, hell
Finally getting
yeah,
that
dude. That's awesome.
back.
I'm not trying to pat ourselves on the back or anything, but it's not easy for most people to win in this league. Like
No,
it's hard to do.
very.
At any series.
Yep. There's fast
Unless you're
guys
the
everywhere.
dominant fast people in the series, which we only have like 2 series. I feel like with that, you got Xfinity, but there's a ton of competition in Xfinity that could win any week.
Right.
Um, Trucks too.
Yeah.
Um, and Arca. I mean, there's a few guys you can never count out,
Yeah.
but other people get wins, so it's
Yeah.
possible. If you're like me, you just got to put in the work and pray for the best.
So that covered all the races we missed, and that kind of changed the standings quite a bit. Charles Roberson sitting number 1 with we do have 2 repeat winners in ARCA.
Yeah.
Andrew Karpinski and Charles Roberson
Yep.
both have. Mark Padgett's in second, Kevin Jordan in third, Tyler Stevenson, Brady Farrell. That's your top 5 there. Kevin Jordan, one of our previous Cup guys, he dropped down to the ARCA series, and it seems like that car is definitely working better for him.
Yeah, he's been doing really well down there.
Yep.
His I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but his week to week, his consistency has improved. His consistency has improved dramatically from Cup, and maybe the Cup car just didn't jibe with him. There's been a few people that have left Cup because of that.
I feel like he's probably pretty similar to me, where we had a lot more fun in the next
Gen
or the Gen
6.
6 car, and I
Yeah.
feel like the ARCA car is pretty similar.
The ARCA car feels like a cross between the Gen 6 and like a late model stock car.
Yeah.
They're a blast to drive. They're probably the most fun oval car on the service right now.
I would agree. And I think Xfinity would probably be number 2.
Xfinity would
there.
be number 2.
Yeah.
At a close 2.
Yeah. I think trucks are just boring, honestly.
I mean,
They'd be like
trucks are
number
fun.
4.
I won a Dega official today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to race something. I was like, oh, trucks at Dega coming up in 5 minutes. Yes, let's go.
I need to race something. I got to test out these new pedals.
I'm gonna host some stuff after this. Whoever's listening and watching, I'll post it in Discord also. We're gonna host some I'm gonna start off with if you don't have Mount Washington, it's probably worth the $12 to spend on it. We're gonna do an uphill in the new crisscross car. What's it called? CrossFit X Cross. The new free dual buggy. We're gonna do an uphill race, and what it'll be is we won't all be racing each other at the same time. We'll just take the fastest time at the end of the session, right? And then we'll do that's a free car, so don't worry about that. And then we'll do a soapbox derby race, which will be downhill at Mount Washington. So we'll do the Formula V's, which is a free car, and give it like I think you can do like a tenth of a gallon of gas, which essentially is just enough gas to get the car started and going till gravity takes over.
So it's like a soapbox derby.
It's soapbox derby, yeah, dude. It's so fun. If you haven't ever done it, it's so fun. But everybody will be out there at the same time, so you got to kind of pick and choose when you want to go. You know, it'll be fun. What were we at? What were we talking about before that? Sorry.
I think. Well, I mean, we covered all the series. I think that pretty much finishes that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the end of my night right there. That sucked.
Yeah, that was a big one. I think that was, we were talking about north-south, and I think a north-south car started that.
Actually, I take that back. I still was able to run a little bit. It's the next one that got me.
I think it was Scott.
That one, yeah, that was not fun for me. I made it through it, and then I got clipped right as I was passing through and turned me to the inside wall. Or outside wall, I mean.
Yeah, Scott just self-spun here. Shee! And... Oh, I got screwed on that, too. That was kind of the beginning of my end there.
Watch my cockpit. You'll see it happen right in front of me. I was like, oh, I made it through.
Oh, shit, I went live. What damn lap was that? I'll just go to whatever lap. Anybody remember what lap that was in the chat? It was after the stage.
It was getting, I bet you it was probably what? 160 maybe, somewhere in there.
I don't know. Right here.
Yeah. Yeah, Scott hit the wall, turned, and it slid back down the track and just caught my right rear and turned me into the outside wall.
Oh, was it that late in laps?
Yeah, because I
Only
got
60 something?
yeah. So this was shortly before that happened.
Let's just go here. Oh, that's when I came up and doored the shit out of, out of Tim. We kept going though. I don't know what these fools in the back were doing. We're not gonna rewatch that one though. Oh yeah, you can't see the lap number, can you? Sorry, it's just a background thing. We're not really talking about the race, but so we can go to NASCAR. Just real life NASCAR. I mean, the biggest news in NASCAR with the off season is the passing of Greg Biffle and his family. R.I.P. Greg Biffle did a
Yeah,
lot of good things there, so
that sucked.
yeah. I was never a big Biffle fan as a race car driver, but I didn't have any issues with him as a person. You know, he seemed to do a lot of good stuff, especially during these latest hurricanes and things.
Yeah.
You know, flying in and out. Was he a pilot? Was he piloting his own helicopter for that, or did he have a pilot and it was just his helicopter?
I'm not sure, but regardless, because I think him and Cletus did some of that. I bet you he was flying it.
Or did they charter some helicopters?
No, because I think it was the same company that, like, it's Biff's company that owned the plane. Probably the same thing with the helicopter.
Okay.
So that would make sense, right?
Yeah.
Along with that, Brad Keselowski broke his leg.
I saw that. Was he skiing or something?
Yeah,
Didn't Chase Elliott teach him anything?
right. At
What the
least he did it during
hell?
the off season.
No shit, right? Like he'll be fine. He'll be fine for Daytona. They get them
Let's see.
guys. They get them guys healed up quick, like a lot quicker than we get.
Yeah. What else has happened in the world of NASCAR?
Uh,
Connor Zilisch is running the 24 at Daytona.
24 hours.
Yeah, the Rolex 24.
Nice. I like Connor Zilisch. I'm a fan. One of my Christmas present that obviously is not here yet. My wife got me a Connor Zilisch Indianapolis win car, which is also Dale Jr. Motorsports 100th win car, and it's both signed Connor Zilisch and Jr. So I'm pretty pumped about that diecast. I'm not a huge diecast fan. I got a few of them, like 7, you know, but I wanted that one. With it being Zilisch and also Junior, I'm a huge Junior fan.
I did see that Allgaier will be in the Daytona race again.
With Junior Motorsports, yeah, they're fielding another
Yep.
car.
Yep.
I hope they do better. But just being there, I think out of the whole season last season, NASCAR season, that 40, that Junior Motorsports 40 uh, merchandise was the biggest selling merchandise all season.
Yeah. For a one-off race, that kind of tells you how popular it was.
It's Junior, dude. I mean, he was the most popular driver how many years in a row? And I mean, I guarantee he draws a lot of fans to the NASCAR, to the Xfinity Series. Well, the Xfinity Series kind of like last season was the best racing out of all the series. It's better than Cup.
That was the wreck that finished me off right there.
That one did a number on me too.
Yeah, I think I had like 8 or 10 minutes of repairs from that
Yeah, I
one.
was struggling around the track at this point. I would love to see Junior get a Cup team, but I understand why they don't.
NASCAR ought to just give them a damn charter and call it a day. They'd make so
You know
much.
how much money it would bring? I'll be
It
right
would pay
back. I
for
gotta go
itself.
grab a beer.
Yeah, I think it would definitely pay for itself, probably within the first year or 2. Yes, Jimmy Johnson is running Daytona. There's a few open cars. I want to say there's 5 or 6 open cars that they announced already. The 84 Jimmy Johnson will be in there. Let's look it up real quick. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. Allgaier in the 40 will be there. Oof, that was loud. Yeah, Jimmy will be there.
I'm back.
I
You still
wanna
talking about
say-
Daytona?
Yeah. We're talking about the
Jimmy Johnson's gonna run Daytona? 500
Yeah.
or 24?
500.
Oh,
There was
really?
there's like 6 cars announced that were like the open cars that were gonna try to run it.
I'm surprised he doesn't jump in more races. I figured he'd run like some mile and a halves or some short tracks every now and then. I'm shocked to see him in a super speedway. That's where you get hurt.
Didn't he run like Charlotte or something
I don't
last
know.
season? I want to say he ran Charlotte or one of the those, like the Coke 600 or something. But yeah, that was. There's a few. Like I think there was 6 cars that were open that are trying to make the Daytona 500.
Oh, we got Davey in the chat. I haven't heard from Davey in a while.
He's enjoying his Christmas break. But I think that's really
I bet
about
I
it.
know what he's doing.
Oh, Charles. What if one Darlington had an app pop up on my screen? I had to rejoin the lobby, so I was a lap down.
An app. That sucks. I make sure I check every about once or twice, about every 2 weeks. I make sure that like my in Windows settings you can do it for like no pop-ups, nothing. You know, I don't want to be disturbed for anything. I make sure that's on there because having like a reminder from Windows pop up, oh, I'd be pissed. And then I got triple, so it'll take it down to a single monitor, and then you can't get it back to a big monitor without like restarting the freaking lobby. Davey's selling Martinsville in the chat. We used to start a GoFundMe. I got 50 cents towards it.
That's funny. I think that's pretty much it for NASCAR. We're still waiting on the new playoff system to be announced, but
are they changing it? I know there's talks. Is it still talks? I mean, really, the news has been covered by this whole. Did we ever find out the details of the settlement for the NASCAR and NASCAR v 2311 in front row? It was the front row, right?
Was it?
Was it?
I think it was. Yeah.
This is when we need Davey in here. He would know. If anybody knew, he would know.
Let's see.
He was keeping up with that stuff pretty good.
Let's see.
I don't think $20 is gonna get it, Tricky Dick. It's gonna cost more than $20 for Davey to put Martinsville on the schedule. You know he needs his beauty sleep. He can't be there all night.
So I see something here that came out.
He says Davey said they don't have any specifics yet.
I mean, we do know.
Maybe a close. Is it a closed settlement? Like,
I don't think it can be because what they're saying is a lot of it has to do with all the other teams as well.
Yeah, well, they got the permanent charters, which didn't they already have permanent charters? Like people were grandfathered in.
Well, they were
Is
still
now everybody permanent.
I think what it was is NASCAR could have pulled them charters. They essentially
They
paid
had the
millions of
power to
dollars.
pull charters away. This is shit I don't keep up with just because I don't.
Yeah, that's my understanding, anyways.
That's
Which
BS.
that's why I think a lot of
I
the teams
paid
had the
money
issue.
to be here, dude.
Yeah.
And the 5 strike rule, that's like teams get they used to get 3 strikes, I feel. Is that right? For
Hmm.
like
Yep.
safety up or upgrades to the car, they could be like, no, we're striking that. But
Yeah. It
does it have to
essentially.
be a majority strike, or can one team just strike it and it'd be done? That seems a lot of strikes for just one thing, especially if you can work with other teams and be like, dude, this sucks for everybody. Use a strike, you know?
Yeah, I would assume that it's got to be. There's probably a certain number of teams that have to agree, um, which would make sense, right? Um, one team couldn't just say no. I'm using my strike here. Then that would not be really beneficial. But it's I don't think it's safety related. It's like I don't think that they really have much to say on the safety stuff. It's more so for like competition related stuff. Like for instance, single source parts. That's something that they probably could have done. Use the strike rule if they all agreed on it and whatnot.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, well, there was another change they were talking about, changing the horsepower for certain tracks, right? Like upping the horsepower for, was it like
yeah,
mile and under or something?
anything under a mile and a half.
Anything under a mile and a half.
Yeah,
But I feel like they should give it more horsepower at mile and a halves. Or
I,
make it,
I
or like, change
or
how you can't
less,
pass. I mean,
yeah, less downforce or something where they got to
yeah,
drive.
redesign the diffuser or something. Maybe do something with the underpinning of the body. I don't know.
Um,
Less downforce or smaller spoiler. I mean, start there. That's easy, right? Just take a spoke shape to it and
yeah,
start taking some few thou off here and there and see how it works.
but yeah, there. A lot of what I'm reading here is it's got more to do with the money side of it, and then
It's always
letting the
about the money, bro.
and letting the teams have some say in um, some of those big changes and taking the ability of NASCAR to just do whatever the hell they wanted. But the money was big though. I really do, because everything that I've heard is most of these teams didn't make any money in racing, right?
Yeah. I
They
mean,
they were
now
breaking even.
when they say that, are they specifically using like how much money did we win racing, right? But are they also putting in that this is how much money we made? Are they putting in their merchandising, and things like that? Like,
I
does that
don't
count?
know. I don't know
Because
that
merchandising is a supplement income, right? Like,
right.
dude, I bet a lot of money comes from merchandising,
I think
depending on
most
your
of it had to
team and
do
driver. Like Hendrick
like
probably doing fine, fucking selling merchandise.
so I think if I remember correctly, Hendrick was one of the ones that said that they haven't made a dime. Which, granted, there's ways around that,
But
right?
depending
Tax
on what's
write-off.
in those numbers, right? Have we made any money racing? No, it's cost us money. You know, we got to pay for everything, and we don't
But I
win
think
every race, so we don't take home the purse, right? Like, is that the, you
I
know?
think it was more to do with the percentage given to teams throughout the different contracts, like the TV contracts with all these
Well,
companies.
they should deserve a more. That was part of the lawsuit too, right? Like the media, um,
And that's why the charters were so kind of
and
iffy there for a year or two
and
until
they
the
adjusted the profit sharing for international media per teams. They upped that, but that does that only count for races that are like when they go to like Mexico to race the road
I would
course,
I would assume so. And I
which
think
was
that was the
actually
big
hella cool.
I think that was the big deal with it was NASCAR was banking all this money and these teams are just barely, making enough to
Because
get by.
NASCAR's making all of their money off of the freaking media buys, right? Like, I mean, all the media contracts.
I'd be willing to bet that if you go in and look at contracts and whatnot, they probably get a percentage of anything with a NASCAR logo on it. So anything that's
Who, NASCAR?
mer-
Yes, the
oh yeah,
France family. Yes,
no,
100% they are. That's a
I'm saying
trademark logo.
merchandise even
Yeah,
because it's a NASCAR thing. So they're getting a percentage off of that. They're making a lot of money, and the teams now this is from what I've heard, the teams were not getting as much as they should just to make ends meet, but they're the ones creating the fan base.
and they also own all the tracks, right? So it's not like a football team. If you own a football team, you're also getting all the money from the stadium, all the beer and nachos and hot dogs, you know. Whereas here,
They
NASCAR's still getting a piece of that too.
Yeah. They don't own all the tracks. They own a good majority. Like there's still the oddball ones that are
Yeah.
like
I, I will say, I think the NFL is probably evil as a corporation as a whole, but their profit sharing model or revenue sharing, not profit sharing, but revenue sharing stream in the NFL, like if you went and bought a jersey, like my son, it's probably not an NFL licensed jersey, but anyway, if you go and buy anything licensed NFL, doesn't matter what it is, a jersey, a football, uh, a poster, you know,
yep.
every team gets a little bit of that. Um, it's an even split between every team. So if you go and buy a Travis Kelsey jersey, it doesn't matter. Travis Kelsey doesn't get any money for that. The NFL owners get money for that.
Right.
Every single one of them get a little piece of that, which I think is kind of cool, right? Like, so if you went and bought a Ty Gibbs car, you know, Joe Gibbs and whoever else, all the other team owners are going to get a piece of that too.
I also feel like a lot of NFL wise compared to NASCAR, right? The teams, if they're playing good, they're going to make more money because they're going to have more fans coming to watch, and that goes to teams, and that's where they pay those salaries. Now, if you're a
Yeah,
crap team, nobody watches, you ain't going to make much, and that's when they start looking to move.
yeah. Kansas City's getting a new stadium.
Yeah, I read that outside of town.
It seemed like it was a surprise because I hadn't heard nothing about it until the deal's done. I was like, what?
For some reason, I remember, and I could be wrong, but for some reason, it's sticking in my head that I had heard something about it a while back where they wanted a new team, and then ultimately they settled for just up or a new stadium, and then they decided just to upgrade what they had, but maybe that didn't work out, and I don't know. They needed real
I find
estate.
it. I don't know how old's their stadium now. How old's Arrowhead? It's old, right?
Yeah,
I mean, in today's stadium, you can't have like a 50-year-old stadium anymore. 'Cause
and
it's
if you
just a
do,
rundown piece of crap at this point.
you're never gonna have a Super Bowl hosted, and that's where
No,
the
you're
big money.
never gonna get a Super Bowl.
I mean,
Um,
the last time we saw an older stadium host a Super Bowl, they had electrical issues.
yeah,
That was
I
Candlesticks.
remember. I remember watching when I lived in San Diego, watching the Padres play at Qualcomm when they played at the Q. Them and the Chargers shared the stadium, and Qualcomm was, oh god, it was bad then. I couldn't even. But when the Padres got Petco, the park they play in now, we went to some games and it was, oh dude, a new park or arena or stadium. I mean, because when you build it, it's just top of the line everything,
Yeah,
right? The new Kraken arena, Climate Pledge Arena, is amazing. It is amazing. There are no lines anywhere. You want a chicken sandwich? You can go. You can get up, go get a chicken sandwich. Be back at your seat in 5 minutes. The puck's not in play. Like everything's automated, right? You just go through and scan and just scan your card. Everything's self checkout unless you're buying beer for
right.
somebody to check your ID. That's it. It's awesome. Not a bad seat in the house.
And I think that's why we're seeing the Chiefs, which, I mean, kind of off topic, but that's probably why. Plus, I heard something about they ran out of room in the location.
How do you run
So
out
they
of
need,
room?
well, like for expansion, right? They big team like that need more parking. They need more this. They need more that. And you don't have the room to expand because everything grew up around them because their
Yeah,
stadium was old.
but it only seats so many people, and it's only seated that many people for so many years. You don't need more parking. Like you've already had enough parking, my
Well,
opinion.
maybe they were selling out of games too, and
Maybe.
they wanted more seating for that. I mean, there's
I mean,
always
and there's also like there was no you couldn't upgrade anything, right? You couldn't like now when they build new stadiums now. Look what the Rams did with in Inglewood, right? It's essentially it's gentrification is what it is, but at the end of the day, it boosts the economy. It pushes people out of the neighborhood, but at the same time it boosts the shit out of the economy, right? Because now you got this brand new multi-billion-dollar stadium coming in, and then everybody else, every business owner or somebody with money to spend is going to want to invest in that area, and it builds it up, you know. You got new shops, new restaurants. Here, I got a freaking outdoor seating area where we can tailgate and drink beer, you know. Um, all sorts of crazy stuff. The Kraken Arena didn't do that because they kept what was it called? The King Dome where the Supersonics played? I think it was the King Dome. I wasn't up here for that. But they kept the roof, so it had to be built in the same footprint. And everything else around it stayed the same. Just a brand new arena inside. It's really nice. What else we got? What do we got next week? When's our next race? It ain't next week.
No, we got one more week off for the New Year's,
The
and then
Michigan.
yep, Cups at Michigan, Xfindy's at Michigan, Truck is at Bristol.
Oh, Bristol Dirt or Bristol?
I think they're at regular Bristol,
Oh,
and then ARCA is at Bristol Dirt.
also a fun combination. Yeah, so we got another week before that. Maybe
Yep.
we'll try to schedule the next podcast after the week after we get back. Like the week after we race. Like
Yeah.
yeah. We'll try anyway. My schedule may be spotty here and there on the weekends from now until March. With it's gymnastics season. It's competition season.
That makes sense.
We're gonna be some nights I'll be fine. I have to look at the schedule. I'll look at my schedule, I'll let you know. We don't gotta travel a lot.
Right.
We gotta travel out of town once. We gotta go to California.
Oof.
We're going to the Stanford meet though, at University of Stanford. And my wife's sister lives in the Bay Area, so she gets to see family. We get to stay with them, so um, don't have to pay for housing. Um, and San
See,
Francisco's not a bad town. It's okay to visit.
I feel like you're using up your ammunition to go to the San Diego NASCAR race.
Dude, have you seen? Have they? Okay, the last tickets I saw, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to that. They were super expensive. Have they got out ticket prices out for that yet?
I have no clue.
Dude, when I saw it, I think it was Farnan showing me. And I was looking at he was sharing his screen. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm not paying $800 to go to a NASCAR race.
You really got to look at the different sites though, because some sites will jack the prices up versus other ones. I found that when I went to Chicago when I was looking at stuff.
Yeah.
Like there were huge discrepancies.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah. Honestly,
I mean,
your best bet, like at any race, from what I've seen, is if the track offers tickets, get your tickets from there.
yeah.
If you go to
And
any
looking
other
at I don't know how many people that rate. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's on a military base. It's on a naval air station. But I don't know how many people. The way the course is set up, that they can accommodate everywhere around the track. Now, if they hadn't made some of the track, because some of the track, a little bit of the track is the airfield, not a lot though, if I remember correctly.
So
But if you make,
SeatGeek has them as cheap as $268 or $260 for tickets.
that's the cheapest.
Yeah,
Where's that at?
SeatGeek.
Oh, okay.
So like I said, you just gotta look. NASCAR typically has something to um, like their own deal where you can get tickets from them. But yeah, they're like I said, just shop around. You'll find something.
I don't
If
think
you
I
decide
don't
to.
think number one, that's a hard weekend for my wife because it's not a holiday weekend. Like she's got to be back for work Monday morning. Like I can take work off. She's got to be back. Like,
Isn't that summer though for her? Doesn't she work
when's
for
the
the school?
race?
June?
No. June
End of
what?
June? I think it's like the end of June.
Mm, kids, Well, she doesn't get a summer. She's a
21st.
principal, so she doesn't get a summer. So if she does, she would be able to take PTO if school is out.
Right.
But school gets out late here. It gets out before 4th of July, but it's
Oof.
sometime late June because summer starts late here in the Pacific Northwest.
I gotcha.
The weather gets hella nice July 5th.
Right.
4th of July, you could be out there setting fireworks off in a freaking like light jacket. You ain't gonna be out there in shorts and flip. I'm not anyway. I get cold though. I like to be warm.
But yeah, the tickets are not bad depending on where you want to sit. Now, if you want to go sit
But
in one of the high end clubs, then yeah, you're
no,
going
no,
to
no,
pay.
no. When he was showing the ticket prices, I went to like the NASCAR site and was like tickets. Like I want tickets for this race, and they weren't for sale yet. So I think it was just a bunch of I don't know how ticket bots work, but
Right.
probably put a deposit down on those tickets and then they scoop a bunch up and you get them at a different price, I would hope. I don't know.
That's typically how a lot of them work. Yeah, one place has them for $400 a piece minimum. Other place has them for 290 or
I don't
260, whatever it was.
I don't
So
want to pay that much either. I don't want to pay $400. Um I'm also not going to buy a shitty ticket either.
right,
But I don't want to pay $400 because um yeah, Davey, right? Um Because the weekend, if the whole family goes, the weekend's already going to be expensive. It's
yeah,
going to be an
for sure.
expensive weekend for us because there's a lot of things that we want to go do in San Diego because we used to live there and we miss it. Eating is
Davies
going to be pricey for us.
Davies also got to remember that this is a brand new race that's never been on the circuit before, so the prices are going to be high.
I bet
the first.
they can't fit as many people as the Daytona 500.
I don't know.
I don't
I don't
know,
know.
man. There's not a lot of room. Like when they're coming down that area where the carriers are, there's not a lot of room. I mean, they're going
I,
to essentially be turning parking lots into seating.
yeah, that's
And you can
honestly
only go so high with temporary bleachers, you know what I mean?
that's what at the Chicago Street Course you just kind of there any for the general admission you could sit wherever you wanted, and then they had the reserve seating in the different bleacher sections. But most people get the general admission, so.
Yeah.
But like I'm looking here, 283, right? This is reserve seating right by turn 12. That wouldn't be a bad spot to sit coming into a sharp left, a 90-degree left-hander.
Is that at the carrier dock?
Uh, it is not.
I'd have to look at the
It's
map, but
let me
it's
show
gonna
you
be
real
it's
quick.
gonna be a very cool race if they have carriers in port, right? Like, and I guarantee you the Navy is going to have carriers in port. This is a huge marketing deal for the Navy. They could have all sorts of shit set up around the course to make it look hella cool.
So this would be like these are the cheaper tickets here coming into that turn there, which would be pretty cool coming into a sharp left-hander.
No, that's that's the carrier
don't-
pier. Wait, which
Oh,
one's 12?
this one here,
I can't read
where
it.
if you
Oh,
can see
no,
where
that's not the carrier pier. That's over near the airfields.
I figured that'd probably be over here where it's
That's the
closer.
carrier piers, yeah. Over by that straightaway right there. Yeah, that's one pier.
Yeah,
If there's a carrier there, dude, that's gonna look badass on TV.
right. So
I'm not a Navy nerd. I was in the Navy. I'm not a Navy nerd, but just it's gonna look cool. Have some freaking F-18s up on the deck staged. Dude,
so yeah, I mean, like I said, the prices that depending on where you
knowing the
look,
federal government, they'll probably sacrifice sailors and have them up there on their dress white standing at parade rests around the whole carrier deck freaking for the whole race just for no other reason but for be on TV.
probably.
You're expendable, sailor. Go over there and stand still for the next 4 hours. What else?
Man, I don't know.
Did you get anything fun for Christmas?
I got a new cooler for my lunch box.
All right then.
Yeah, yeah.
I got this new job. I've started taking my lunch to work every day, so I can appreciate something to tote your lunch in.
Yeah. Um, kids had a good time. Got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, well, that's what counts.
Yeah.
Jackson got a bunch of Legos, which he freaking loves. I got me a jerky gun.
Oh, there you go.
It's like a caulk gun, but you just stuff meat in it and it spits out jerky, and then you know, smoke it or do whatever.
Yep, I used those once upon a time.
I've never
back when I
used
used
one.
back when I used to
son-
make turkey all the time.
My son for gymnastics, he does gymnastics, so he likes to take like some like meat sticks to practice with him, you know, for like a little mid practice snack or whatnot. Which I thought it was good, full of protein, you know, but they said it's not the greatest protein for a mid practice snack, but he still likes them. Anyway, me and him are gonna make some snack sticks for him. I was like, we can make our own. He's like, yeah, let's do that. That's about the most fun thing I got. I got some socks, 3
Hey.
jackets, I got 3 coats, which I love.
Gotta have socks.
Yeah, no, no, they're good. I like good socks. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's because I'm old now, but I put on a good pair of socks. I'm like, oh, these feel good. These feel nice. Got 3 jackets. Didn't need them, but like every one of them. Jackets are a big thing here in the Pacific Northwest. And then that's about it. The Connor Zillage car, but that's not gonna be here for a while. Oh, I turned it. Oh, how do I turn that back on?
What's that?
Your camera. Because I had
Hell.
you were sharing your screen,
Yeah.
and I turned the map on. Then I realized it was just gonna be down there in a little itty bitty thing. You come out your hat. Is it hot? My shit's hot.
Yeah, no, I was irritating my ears, man.
All right.
Can only handle it for so long.
I hear you. We good? think we
I think
good.
so.
I don't got anything else. I got something. I'll save it for the next one. All right, everybody. I think we're gonna call it. I appreciate y'all coming out. Everybody, I hope you had a good holiday. And we'll see you in the new year.